Okay, then I'll start. So I just love the process, the way it went. Okay, when and then statement. Also the I feel statement, which I generally use it, and I work with the belief system also, but it was very cut short and very crisp regarding it. When we also, it's a big REBT practitioner, even I used to start with how would I work with the today's session, or how can I help with the sessions and everything. But in the between part, it was really crisp and very fatak se ho jata hai. Also, one thing I really liked about, you were talking about very practically, like real life situation problem, like as you said about the addiction wala, YouTube addiction, Netflix addiction. So why the people have a lot of curiosity at the end of the day, what exactly is happening and why it is happening. So it was really a fantastic. So I actually resonating, and I was imagining my clients, how I am going to work with that client. And I used to do the process. It's not like that. I used to do the long-term process also, but not that deep sometimes, but not exactly that deep. So now next time probably I'll do more into that deep task. And then again the task triggers, and how what changes the positive one, and how you have to go about it. So I just really love that. I'll apply, and then again I will reconnect you where am I exactly going wrong, or whether I'm going in the correct pace or not. But it was a wonderful session. Thank you so much.
Okay, go on.
So yeah, for me also, going so methodically, what would I say? Methodically was really amazing. The way you have structured everything, especially going deeper into the tasks and triggers, and the art of questioning is something that I probably brushed upon again, because going again, would you like to review it? Would you like to add to it? Would you like to anything else? Small things actually make a lot of difference, because then you are able to get into the details of the tasks and triggers, which would further help you in the process of reaching directly to the current emotions and the new emotions. And then the when then statement automatically follows. And then again, when you reviewed the when then statement after questioning and rephrased it into much more practical way, it seems as if the whole therapy has taken place. So beautiful way. Thank you so much. I'm definitely going to try it. So I decided one of the clients who is going to see me tomorrow, so he would be the one I would start with. Thank you.
Super. Thank you.
I'd like to go next. I have 3 takeaways, which are massive ones for me. Firstly, as a practitioner, it just gives me more confidence. And secondly, आपने एक बहुत अच्छी कल बात बोली थी that if you have a process, you don't take away the baggage at home, which I tend to do a lot of times, and I have headaches because of that, to be very honest. So one thing really out of the bag. Second is I loved how you bifurcated emotional and material goals. And that was a very good insight for me. And the third was the clarity, resources, skills, and the mental state. How do you ask the client, where are you getting stuck? So these are the 3 greatest takeaways for me, and I genuinely feel very confident, and I'm really thankful for you to doing this. I think it's a really good deed, and thank you so much. We enjoyed.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Can I go next?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so for me, this is a brilliant session, like I said before. It was brilliant for the simple reason that while you learn most of this when you're doing, the therapies, when you're doing your internships, when you're made to practice, it is not in this detail, all right? You do, as somebody like me who's coming back into this field after a gap of 25 years, um, I tend to read a lot and I tend to watch a lot of videos. None of them are this detailed. None of them are this precise. None of them will make you feel like कल सुबह उठ के बॉस मैं step by step कर सकती हूँ, जो अभी तक रोज सुबह लगता था कि यार अब क्या किया जाए, what next has just flown out of my head. All right, I know exactly what is to be done, and which is why I'm saying this is a request I'm making, Nitin. It is not just for me, because I was lucky to have found you, and found this course. But people need this kind of thing. You are not taught this. You are not taught this when you're, and very few of us are uh, able to go out and find the perfect jobs where you will learn this kind of thing. All right. For me especially, I'm turning 50 in 2 years. I'm changing my entire career, close to the age of 50. And today I can tell you I'm not afraid anymore, because I know. And the thing is, uh, these things should be taught. These are the things that are important for a practitioner to know. Not कि भाई कौन से therapy में कितना वो लगता है, and आप वो सिखाते हो. That's what I'm saying. Write a book, write a manual. It's important. It is needed. It's a need of the hour. So my key takeaway is actually for you to take away. So please write the manual. And thank you. It's been
Yeah.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to go next. I'll not take up a lot of time. But the most important thing I took away from this whole session is that I want to be thankful to you for taking off the pressure over our shoulders. I think just like a few of them mentioned that एक हम पे pressure रहता है every in every session, that what are we going to do next. So we have to plan a lot, we have to think a lot, we have to keep coming back to the problems that the client is facing. So giving it a structure and crisping it out so much, I think the way the flow of the the whole like this workshop or seminar, whatever you can call it, iska flow itna zyada smooth tha that I did not feel like you know not doing it. So I think the flow that you've maintained and the kind of connection that we all have been kept in intact, जो हमने connection intact रखा है, that really uh, kept me here. So I was attentive, and it was very knowledgeable, it was very insightful. And secondly, yeah, I think this is something that I never learned in college. uh, Honestly, nobody really knows here. Me and Parul, we were in the same class, and we as students from that college, we never had to see this. We never got to see this. So the way that you're teaching this, I think you should expand this to a level where everybody can gain this. Everybody can obtain this, because students nowadays are suffering a lot. They really don't know how to go about it, what to understand. So I think, yeah, you can really take this to another level because you have that potential. It was a great workshop. I loved it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'll
Thank
make
you.
sure I'll get in touch with you and get into some other, yeah, another workshop as well. Thank you so much.
Can I go
Thank
next?
you. Neha, you were about to go next previously.
First of all, I would like to thank you, Nitin sir, because as everyone has said, that they had done their graduation, post graduation, maybe diploma also, but this kind of structure they have not found anywhere. And when I saw you in LinkedIn, and when I used to follow your videos, and there also sometimes I have mentioned that this kind of structure I have never seen and I've never learned, although I've done a diploma in child guidance and counseling, and then also I've learned a lot about how to use that in school counseling. But then also I can see the difference. And when I see Parul and Urvashi, I can see that they are very young, and they must have completed their post graduation, or they may be doing that, and still they are facing the same issue that I have faced during my 2005 when I completed my post graduation. So still the lag is there. That is the worst thing in psychology field, what I feel. So I really want to thanks a lot. And another thing is, yes, not to carry the baggage. That is one thing, because I was into DPS Bangalore, like I used to work with DPS Bangalore, and many a time I have come back and I have cried for others. And I sometimes, and in fact, if now also if I get any case, and if I sometimes I feel so connected, and um सो आई डोंट नो हाउ टू नॉट टू कैरी द बैगेज. उनके मंकीज अपने शोल्डर पे नहीं लेकर आना, वो मुझे नहीं आता था. लेकिन विद यू आई फाउंड दिस वन थिंग. देयर इज वन डाउट ऑल्सो. मतलब जैसे इतना टाइम से मैं 2 दिन से वी आर टुगेदर, वी आर लर्निंग सो मच, बट एक चीज़ मुझे समझ नहीं आई कि जैसे कि काउंसलिंग में आप जब किसी को काउंसल करते हो या किसी को सुनते हो तो यू नीड टू एड्रेस देयर फीलिंग आल्सो, एम्पैथाइज़ करना, वो सब क्वेश्चनिंग में मुझे थोड़ा-सा दिखा नहीं। मतलब जैसे होता है ना कि आप किसी के इमोशंस को एड्रेस करते हो तो एटलीस्ट सामने वालों को लगता है कि हाँ, ये मुझे समझ रहा है या मेरी इस बात को मान रहा है। तो वो चीज़ मुझे थोड़ा-सा मेरी फील्ड जो जैसे मैं काउंसलिंग करती थी, शायद मैं इमोशनली इसीलिए भी अटैच हो जाती थी, आई डोंट नो। बट ये चीज़ में मुझे थोड़ा-सा डिफरेंस दिखा। तो आई वांट टू रीड मोर, आई वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड मोर अबाउट इट।
So the thing is, with empathy, our understanding is this, that the client automatically experiences a sense of empathy when they feel that someone is paying attention to me.
Okay.
The client doesn't actually expect you to feel the same thing that you're feeling, that they are feeling. They know it's not possible that you will feel exactly the same thing. They are looking for someone to actually create that space for them, where they are respected enough to decide what's right for them. And then they are the ones who are driving the entire ship while you are there to support them completely. The entire writing part that we did in the beginning, when you work with clients, you'll realize most of them will end up telling you that I don't think I've ever experienced something like this with anyone earlier. Because that idea that you paid attention to every word that I spoke and you wrote it down told me how important you think every word that I say is for you. Right? So that becomes an alternate way of us to have empathy.
Showing that,
So
that
it's
yes, I'm with you, I'm listening, and I can understand what you're saying. Okay.
correct. Right? So it's just there are different routes to it. This is the route that we feel works quite efficiently. So,
Yeah,
but again,
because
it depends on some clients that you're working with.
yeah, I have 2-3 people, adult clients who, with whom I have seen, they don't want any empathy. So with them, this kind of I have like a strategy can work. But with children, I have seen they'll, I don't know.
With children, you can do the exact same thing. The only thing is when you receive the initial information, you will add more activities and games to collect that information.
Okay.
So the structure will remain the same. The
I
processes
guess
may get
अभी
modified
तक
at each
किसी ने
step.
ऐसा ट्रेनिंग या ऐसा मेथड कभी किसी ने यूज नहीं किया है. As you said that once the workshop is done, nobody follows, nobody take follow up of the candidates. जैसे अभी आप ग्रुप बना रहे हो, you are asking us to update, okay, you are asking us to do the project. Nobody does that. So, so really, you are bringing change in our field, and we really respect you for that, and we are really thankful for that. और कभी भी आपके साथ ऐसे ये टेंशन मतलब प्रेशर फील नहीं होता कि ये बात करे या ना करे, ये पूछे या ना पूछे. So we feel like you are a friend of us. So thank you so much. And also, I want to ask one doubt that can we conduct counseling sessions when we are conceiving, when we are pregnant?
So you're talking about with a client who's pregnant?
No, no, no. When a counselor is pregnant. So can we conduct counseling sessions while conceiving?
I would suggest stick to sessions which are more related to goal setting and goal accomplishment.
Sorry?
Stick to sessions that are related to goal setting and goal accomplishment. While you're pregnant, avoid working with intense negative emotions and disorders. Right? Actually, there is no research on it, but it's just to play safe.
So not with anxiety or depression issues?
So not with any issues where there will be deeper emotional conversations, especially related to negative emotions. That's just to play safe.
Sorry.
But all other things in terms of focus, sorry. So all other things in terms of focus, concentration, goal setting, goal accomplishment, you can. But I would recommend that while you're pregnant, avoid working with too many intense negative emotions. So avoid anxiety, depression, panic attacks, trauma, and so on.
And goal setting किसके साथ?
Goal setting you can do it. You can for kids who want to score good marks, for people who want to improve their relationships, as long as they are not experiencing deep emotional issue, they are looking at improving something.
or the
That's good.
people who want to do decision making or problem solving, which are superficial, not very deep.
Which are not too intensely emotional.
Yeah. Okay. So why is it so? Can you give the reasoning behind it?
There's a theory that says that the child is listening to everything that's happening through the mother, and you as a mother may have the skills to cope up with what you are listening. The child may or may not have. So it's just to play safe. There's no research on it, but it's simply to play safe.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome.
May I, sir?
Can I go?
Yes, Anish.
A very good evening to one and all. I would like to, express my heartfelt gratitude because coming from a city like Surat, we have never been exposed to any kind of training or proper internship wherein, they just talk about the therapy, but we're never given a chance or never taught how to, take a therapy. Just client privacy is a very convenient word for all the psychologists. So, it felt really weird when it comes to just this client privacy issue and all, and it exposes kind of insecurity that all the psychiatrists and psychologists have, which I never found it in you. And I'm really grateful because when we get stuck up in particular step or process, this structured counseling process really would help me. So thanks a lot. And I would always wish that I would become a psychologist like you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Achha, to be just fair to everyone else who is doing internships and so on, it's true that clients don't like the idea of someone observing them while they're in the session. That's actually the reason why we had to create such a structure, because we realized that when we're teaching students, I can't have them as a part of my counseling sessions. So I need to give them something where they are able to structurally do it and they feel confident of doing it. So it's not always just insecurity. Many times they genuinely have a reason where clients just don't agree with the idea
But
of someone practice observing.
never given a chance, then how do we learn? Even that is a very big question. When we are stepping into practical world, a little bit exposure always helps. But always you just avoid everything. Then that's bringing forth the insecurity kind of thing.
That is true. That's actually the chicken and the egg story. And that's the reason why the training programs need to be a bit more better designed and equipped.
Definitely.
You can't really do much about the clients because that's their choice. Eventually, they are paying the practitioner. So then the client becomes right. In that. I'm just.
Okay.
Huh.
So I would say it was the most insightful, structured, and practical session I have ever attended. And the three things you have asked to what we like the most are, like, there are many things, but the top three are the demo. So you never said, okay, I have completed or I have showed you one point, now other you can do on your own. It's not like that. So you showed us each and every point, how it can be done. And thank you, Hemlata, for sharing like everything and giving us the opportunity to see and learn so much. And the next thing is that the way with this structured counseling process, the way we can dig deeper, go deeper, and still be greedy and still don't get affected. So that's the another point which I really like. And I really like, in such a crisp manner, you can actually get a lot of information. So that is another point. I have been taking online sessions since 2015, but now I feel that would be totally different, the way I'll deal with my clients now online. Plus, this is not related to this thing, but I would like to remind you that in 2011, I believe in November, I got a LinkedIn message from you. You were asking for a recommendation. And I was like, I've never got a chance to attend your workshop. So
how can I do that? But I'm really looking forward to attend one of your workshops. And you said, oh, that this message was meant for some other Swati. And I think universe speaks. And that was a sign. So now is the time I can definitely write the recommendation.
Perfect, super. Thank you. Eunice?
Yeah. So if I have to start with, I have never attended, I mean, I can say that I have attended a lot of workshops, all paid, but never has a paid workshop given as much detailed information as a free workshop has given. So for me, low-key, I'm feeling guilty that I did some free workshop and I've gained so much, but I am so happy with the blow of information. And in all of this, there are a couple of things that was a real eye opener. One, what you told about there are no resistant clients, only resistant therapists, and I feel I really felt that, and I feel like at least with this kind of structure, I can and I can manage or navigate through that. And the other thing, what you said regarding the diagnosis should only be kept within therapist, and your client, the one who's sitting in front of you, their feelings and emotions are something that you need to work with. So I would say, 2 days back, I would really not be comfortable with this thought, but now I understand, and I would really make a good effort, I believe, moving forward. Also, apart from this, you sharing the playlist, I'm really grateful for. I'm going to definitely go through all of that. And the amount of information that I can actually look into, and the therapies that I can learn. I have done hypnotherapy in the past. It was just level 1. It was not from your institute. I always wanted to go back and learn more NLP as well. So hopefully moving forward, I know what institute I need to look at. So thank you. You were amazing. And thank you for going beyond just teaching us the technique, and also giving a lot of.
Can I go?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, Nitin sir. It was a great session. And I just seeing the notes, like I have written like 11 pages of notes. I've never written like that much in any course. It was really nice, like how you explain each step in that step by step. So I like that. And just 1 month back, I had applied for a school counselor job, wherein I had 0% knowledge and 0% confidence, because I didn't know how will I go and counsel a child when I have no knowledge. But now I think I can actually give a try of counseling, right? So this really helped me, and I really want to try this. And I also want to give a special thanks to Urvashi, who was in my breakout room. I couldn't do session on her, but she did. I mean, she completed everything, like pin to pin, dot to dot task, and the subtask, each and everything. The way she asked questions, it was superb. I think she's going to be a wonderful counselor. She has a very soothing voice, and very patiently she asks. And you also explained everything very patiently. So overall, I enjoyed the complete session. Thank you so much.
Super. Thank you.
Can I go next?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't have a video on my internet is fluctuating, but I just want to say, coming from a person who's been using the exploratory approach in their sessions, I found this like an eye-opener. I mean, I never knew I could use so much structure as this to come to a point where I could even structure emotions and, the mental state. So I think this is something that I would definitely use in the coming sessions and keep myself updated, so that I'm more in in sync with this structure. And it definitely felt that I, as a therapist, can be more organized in my thoughts as well, not just for the client, but for my thinking as well. And another thing is that I really want to thank the people who volunteered for demonstration, really helped. And sir, you also took up questions that were not related to the course, and that was really helpful for me as well. It was very resourceful, very, thank you for sharing your knowledge base. I mean, there's so much that you know, and there's so much that you shared that um, it was not overwhelming at all because it was so much in structure. So yeah, I was able to process everything. And I also, like, from day one, that was yesterday, that when you asked what are your expectations from this course, I think everything has been checked from my expectations, and I've learned more. So thank you.
Thank you. Chetwan?
Sir, I would like to thank you. Like, most of the things everyone has already covered, and they've already spoken of most of the things that I wanted to say. But I would like to add this one thing, that you're so good with whatever you do, and you're so flawless with it, and that confidence that you have, it's really contagious. Like, I can sense the difference in me that was yesterday and in me that I am today. Like, I can literally sense it. So thank you so much for that.
Super. Thank you. Himlata?
Yeah, I think to start with, I felt that I was a failure back then, 4 years, because I started my career as behavior therapist back then. But with a lot of reasons, I felt that I failed initially itself in 8 months because of a lot of reasons. Like, I didn't have a proper people to guide me, or I was afraid that where I will diagnose wrongly, or where I will do wrong case analysis, and a lot of things was there. And that's when I moved into social sector and started working as a social worker. And meanwhile, I was also counseling a bit, but not a counseling, but in the name of mentorship. But with a lot of with a lot of difficulty, when I started attending this session, it was bombarding for me so much. The reason of volunteering was that for me to I was a client here, honestly, and I wanted to be a client. That's the reason I volunteered. And after this 2 days, going through, even I was a patient back then, and when I sit today, I was feeling you know it was a confused emotion in me, which was going through. Still, I think I'll take some time to come out of what has happened in just 2 days for sure. But I think you gave me that confidence back to me to realize myself that I can do this again, and I can try it again in my life. Even if I fail, I have a person who I can go back to and ask confidently that I have Nitin, and I have this group, as you're creating support group now, where I feel confident. Okay, I have somebody, some person, some people around, some professionals, where I can go and talk to them and share, hey, this is what happened, I'm failing. So I have somebody to look up to. So I think if there are people like you, I'm sure, I've always thought why the world is so, sorry to use this word, is so fucked up. But I'm sure when people like you are there, I don't think so it is going to be there henceforth, because people like you make the world better, that I'm feeling today, and I can't express in words. That's why I was just keeping quiet, and it took a lot of courage to tell this. And I think thank you is just a small word to tell now, but it means a lot to me, because a lot of changes is happening inside me, which I can't express in words. And keep doing this more and more. And free is just a word when we see in the website, but what you're doing is what you're doing from your heart. It is seen from end to end. I was just telling even my family members, I didn't see Nitin just frowning his face in any ways. It is the same way when he started till today, till the end of the day. And I don't think so I can do that, because I'm also a trainer, but I can't do this in any ways. So I'm taking a lot of things from you and from the fellow people here, and it means a lot for this entire 2 days. And please keep doing this. And I'm thinking that I will, as I told business, a lot of things was coming into this, but thinking you, I feel that I can go back to place where I started back and really continue. So I'm taking that one step today. So it means a lot, Nitin. So yeah.